Alright guys, welcome back to the Auto Intuitive channel. Today I do a Volvo. It's been a while since I did a Volvo, so I'm sitting in a 2024 XC60, and basically this car now has the Google system, which I've gone through in the past. You have a new screen up here for your instrument cluster, as you can see there. And down here we're missing a button that disappeared. So there's a scroll here that disappeared. Throw this piece of paper away. So after I'm in this car, I'm going to get into a car with a Sensus system. So this is a Google system. The Google system is interesting because if you look, there is no more really swiping left or right. The whole page doesn't move like it did on the Sensus. The stuff that's left or right is down here. So that takes you to where and if you're in a Sensus on the main screen, which this still is your home button, you'd go left or right and it will take you either to your safety systems or to your entertainment and extra. To see what's in the back of this 4-pillar area, you hit the 4 squares and it reveals what you downloaded. And one of the main things why the Google system is incredible is because you have a Play Store and you can download apps. You can see up here you have YouTube, which is cool. Also your climate is also not necessarily on the sides where you can swipe up and down, which I'll show you here in a moment. So you could just do temperature like this, or you could click into the whole climate area. Okay. One of the main reasons why Google exists is because you could go, "Hey Google, tell me a joke."
What do you call a cold canine? A chili dog.
Haha. Cheesy as can be. But you can go into, you can't do this in a Sensus car. So this car is the best personal assistant probably of any car on the road. The rest of the car's interior is pretty the same to like a 2021 model. So I'm ignoring everything else except the screen in the middle, which is still the exact same dimension. If you pull down on this is how you can create another profile by clicking owner. If you already created a profile and you do new profile to add more profiles, or you could go here into the gear. If you're first time logging in, you want to go to the gear and then profiles and then complete profile setup and go all the way to the end. And after you get to the end, you need to attach your key, and you also need to have your app open and put the VIN in there, and then you press this with both keys in the car and it should link. It will find your key like Bluetooth. Okay, but you can see here that driving settings is multi-page. It's not like the Sensus car. Oh, this should be on hybrid. What in the world? Oh, let's start on pure. Nope. Yeah, so let's get into a Sensus car. Good thing I brought one here. This gorgeous Fusion Red S60. By the way, I think Volvo does red pretty good as well, other than black. This is a certified pre-owned, and it is a 2021, and it is a T8 as well. Oh, so this car, being a 2021, has 400 horsepower, 472 pound-feet. The car that we were just sitting in had 455 horsepower from 2023 onwards. You can see here our screen is different, more traditional, you would say. You have you don't have a map in the middle, which you could still bring up, of course, if you wanted to. But over here, the main screen. So this is the Sensus screen. So if I press this, yeah, the 4 pillars are familiar. But if I go like this, there's a whole other page. You see that? And now you have your safety stuff here. By the way, the Sensus cars can park themselves. That's why I prefer Sensus cars. That's the whole point why I'm making this video. I prefer Sensus cars because they're they seem much more upfront, much more straight to the point. And if I go this way, I have more entertainment stuff. So this is basically all I need. And if I pull this down like I did on the blue line in the other car, I could go to my main settings if I really need to, if I really want to dig deep. But the other car with the Google wants you to go through your main settings almost for everything. I can't go, "Hey Google," in this car. This car had not so responsive voice command button. And you can see down here, everything's fairly similar, as you can see there. But what do you guys think about the Sensus system versus the Google? I mean, look at the temperature. You swipe this up and down. In the Google, you pressed in the middle, or you had two red and blues here for your Google system. But in this car, you press on the temperature and then you swipe up and down. It feels more straightforward, right? And then if I press this, of course, it takes me to a hidden window where all your stuff is at. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. Adios.